Hey, good morning, Soul Tribe. I have something I want to talk to you today about. I want you to know that everything that I teach or speak about or post is from my own personal experience. It's nothing I read out of a book. If I did, I'll quote it. But everything is from my own life experience. And if your experience is different than mine, please feel free to share it, because our truths are not always going to be the same. People think that the truth is the truth is the truth and it's black and white, but it's not, because we each individually hold our own truth. You know, your truth is not going to be my truth because you haven't walked in my shoes. You haven't lived my life. And I don't want to say hate, because that's, a powerful word. I dislike when people come as a spiritual purist or a spiritual elite, or because those things don't exist, but they get very judgy. And I will admit that I have been judgy before, but it's all a part of the ascension process, as you keep elevating in status. But I will tell you, I will call you on some bullshit, and I will be in my full humanness when I tell you to get the fuck over yourself. That's just how I am, but that's still my truth. I'm still speaking my truth, because sometimes people aren't authentic. They just keep regurgitating information that they've heard, or they're not at a certain level yet where they have released all the programming controls that they were brought up in religion. And they might not think they're religious, but they're using the same concept, because spirituality is our own individual experience, our own relationship with the divine. And also, when you tell me about my gifts and abilities, I'm going to tell you, you don't know what you're talking about. You cannot tell anybody about their gifts and abilities, because gifts and abilities are expansive. But people will tell you things from their own limited knowledge, experience, or beliefs. That's their truth. It doesn't have to be your truth. Nor do you have to validate yourself. You don't have to validate yourself with people. You can just, whatever. So if you have a different experience than me, don't be afraid to share it. Like, oh, this was my outcome, Or if you think that I'm not being transparent with you, call me on it. Call me on it. Because, I'm not perfect, and I never claimed to be perfect. We don't live in a perfect world. We were never created to be perfect, only until we have achieved that level of attainment, and that's many, many lifetimes incarnated till you're back to source, right? So I am only expected to be having a human experience, but living consciously. My life, now that I know it, is conscious. I live a conscious life where I make conscious decisions. I'm not asleep anymore. I'm not just mindlessly following people like sheep. And I don't want you to mindlessly follow anything I say either. I want you to ask questions. I want you to, let's have a debate about something if it needs to be debated, if you don't understand. Just don't mindlessly follow people. Didn't we do that when we were growing up? Isn't that a wound, that we got from our parents? We were told that we had to listen to them, and we had to do this, had to do that. In religion, that shame, fear, and guilt. Oh my God, you're going to go to hell. You create your own hell in your own mind. So, there's no living hell here. You have to be discerning, right? With the people that you follow. And you can't just blatantly listen to everybody and trust everything they say. Because a lot of people are just full of shit. They're full of shit. That's the honest truth. So be discerning, question, feel free to question me, feel free to follow me or not follow me. Because, in the end, it's our own path that we got to follow. It's our own heart we got to follow. It's our own inner compass. I can only speak from my own experience. But I will not be authoritative. I will not be this is the end all be all, because I have grown out of that stage. And I never want to come from a place of judgment. So if you catch me being in a place of judgment, call me out on it. Call me out on it, because I will only grow and learn from it. And just know that I'm here for you and I love you. Take care. God bless.